So, and that's the whole thing, is that he felt the need to pass my guard. Why? Because I said, who wants to pass my guard? So he did his job, which is to do what? Try to pass the guard. But that's not how you want to do it. See, he'll be better than me sooner if, when he lands in more advanced people's guards, he just observes, right? His complete understanding will go through the roof versus getting in the guard and let me do my pass. You know, that Scott showed me yesterday, or whoever showed me, whoever your instructor is, let me just do that. And you're so one focus on that pass that you end up losing to their favorite move, right? Whatever it is. So there is no more trying to pass the guard. At least for the first 30 seconds of when you're in someone's guard, maybe a minute, don't pass the first minute. But usually within the first 8 seconds, you're already trying to break the guard, bring a knee in, right? Split something, right? Who waits 15 seconds before they start passing? No one? You do? Every time. Now, especially if they're a little more advanced. 30 seconds, you wait?
No, wait for
you. You wait for him. Wait a minute, right? Probably waiting sometimes, right? Everybody's waiting, and everybody's, you know, doing what, I guess, is the true Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, right? True Jiu-Jitsu should be everybody waits for the right time. So if you both are waiting, then it could be a little boring, right? And I'm in Henner's guard, and he won't attack, and I won't pass. There almost has to be a mutual understanding that I'm going to pass right now. Just for the practice, I'm going to pass and allow you to practice your move also. But, question?
Just a question I have, and I've encountered grappling with guys that are really heavy set, you know, and they get the mount on top of you, like this guy here. Have you heard of you've probably heard of it, it's called smashing. What they will, heavier guys, if they really know how to distribute their weight, it's not even a submission, they'll smash you with their weight.
That's Machado's.
Yeah, I think that's a Machado technique, but I mean, it's the most uncomfortable feeling in the
What
world.
Master Machado likes to do, he likes to, you know, Carlos likes to smash everybody in arms.
He's not that heavy, is he?
No, but he's just really good at distributing his weight.
Can you show me how it kind of looks?
I'm sorry, sir?
Do it on me?
I can try.
I want to see what he does. Do you train Carlos?
I train with his third year.
Cool. All the same.
What he has to do, one of the things he'll do.
From the side, not on the
He'll
mount.
start off from the side, pressing here at the cross face. Look under the knee, switch the face and start pressing against the shin. And he uses that to knee right, up and over, come under. He'll pass this arm under, and then he'll start to crawl up and lock the hands and the heel grip. And then he'll start spreading his base and smashing.
So your feet aren't even inside. Go ahead, smash. Are your feet not inside my leg?
They'll come inside if he feels the need to.
Got it.
But a lot of times he'll just spread his base.
Let me feel you squeeze. Go ahead. And do you know? Go ahead, squeeze more. Do you know why this is so annoying? Why did no one like this for? Why don't we like that? Why? But why does it bother us so much when that happens? That specific position. Because when you're breathing hard and your arms they get put here, it almost exposes, right? Your lungs are more exposed. I feel like if your hands were here, it wouldn't be the same. Yes, sir. It's the arms that are being lifted. That's cool though. Thank you.
How did you lift? Did you just raise your hips?
I removed one of his feet and I rolled because his arms are holding themselves. So he kind of has no arms.
Okay.
But to be able to do that, you have to at least be able to be cool-headed enough to know that to not panic because of the pressure on your lungs. But yeah, that is.
And I'm by no means as effective as Master Machado is at it, so I don't.
Oh yeah.
Don't let me be a representative for him.
And that's the thing is that you have to work your way up. You try to worry about a real heavy guy. Get someone your same size doing that technique.
Well, someone my size, I'm gonna sweep. I'm gonna roll them off me.
But are you rolling them off with the technique?
What's that?
How are you rolling them off?
Usually I'll lift my hips or something like that, or I'll secure the arm. I'll just kind of roll them over. But with a guy this size and he's smashing, it's just really hard to get it. And you did it look like it was easier when you did it.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that the heavier they get, the more work it is. So you have to go back and find out if when you're escaping the lighter person, if you're muscling it and you're kind of getting lucky, or if you're actually using a good strategy, a good technique to get out.
Yeah.
Because if you are using new technique, you should be able to reach the point to where you can do it on somebody maybe 40 pounds heavier, and that 40 might be the limit, right? I'm not triangling people who are 700 pounds, 430 pounds. I don't even try to. I just skate the triangle with them and get them in the wrist lock because they tap because their wrists are sensitive. What else? Yes.
I go up against like a really, really big guy. He's like 285. And when he gets me in a headlock, I try to get in a headlock defense where you shrimp to the side, push the head up and stuff. But he's so big, like he just crushes like from down here to up here, and I can't move. When I try to move to the sides, he pushes his head down. I can't get my legs up high enough, and he just gets me from
We know that jiu-jitsu is for what? It's for you to survive, to defend yourself against a larger opponent. But larger doesn't have to be like, how old is this guy?
He's actually 2 months younger than me, and he's like 6'8".
How old are you?
I'm 18.
So he's 18, 6'8". How tall are you?
5'8".
So it's against someone bigger, heavier, and stronger, but with time, right? Let the bigger, heavier, and stronger be 10 pounds bigger for a while. How long have you been training for?
A year and a half.
Yeah, it's okay. Give it a little bit of time, you know? I've rolled with people who were bigger, heavier, and stronger purple belts, and they might survive 10 minutes. 10 minutes? I can't tap you out for 10 whole minutes. That's a long time for me to be able to tap you and I'm going full force after you for 10 minutes. I go for Henner for 10 minutes and I beat him after 10 minutes, you know? Nobody in my whole academy can survive more than 2 minutes with me, but I was a purple belt from out of town and he lasts 10 minutes. Only for one reason, because he was 240 in South Africa, you know what I mean? Solid muscle, been training for 15 years, and his whole goal was to do what? Survive. Because he saw me roll like 15 people in a row at a seminar, and he came in like, I want to go last, and he went. Well, he didn't say last. I was just asking for volunteers, and he raised his hand at the end. Right? And he actually, the guys told me who hosted the seminar, said, you know, this guy right here, his name is Rico, he's the guy in the whole country. Every tournament we have, which is for jiu-jitsu, he wins, MMA, he's got this little record, this and that. 10 minutes. I finally beat him in the mountain triangle. But it took 10 minutes. Mounted the guy, he got his hand on my chest, just grabbed my gi, and just got up like this. Really lifted up, and then I tried to push him and run into him, but he didn't even move from the wall. And I went to guard, went to side mount me. He had no offense, of course, zero, nothing. Finally got on top again, escaped again, mounted again. When I have my hooks in the mount and I'm low, what does he do? Tries to put his hand under my leg to throw me off. You see that? So then I dove for the triangle from the mount. And I knew I couldn't fall off on the triangle. Why not? He would have postured. He would have stood up and just walked out of the room. So as soon as I shot it from the mount, the whole goal was now sitting on top, you know? And it worked.
You didn't try to keep it slamming you?
No, I was mounting him.
I mean, if he was the one he rolled
Oh, he probably wouldn't have slammed, no.
He didn't try to do it.
He probably wouldn't have, I mean, he could have tried to slam, but if I get slammed, it's my fault. I would have been across my feet. There's no, I don't get slammed. Although I did get slammed by Mark Lehman when I fought Mark Lehman. You guys know that guy, Mark Lehman? Either way, talks a lot of trash, but he's still a very good person, you know. He's just, it's his way of becoming famous. And I fought him and I lost by some points and he slammed me and actually knocked me out in the match. It's cool. He didn't even know though. He didn't even know. We kept fighting. And I blacked out and I woke back up. And it was just him in my guard. I never actually told anybody that except for Henner and my dad, and I just told all you at once. Very quick blackout. What's up?
You thought about that after you said it.
I thought about it after I said it. Yeah, no, it's okay. It was like, I'll even tell him when I see him, like, pass out in the fight. Questions, arm locks, foot locks, triangles.
When I saw one where we get the hidden arm triangle, I saw him escaping you guys and doing that. But it seems like you got the lever to kick your feet over.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
It was a big guy.
Oh, we don't even really like that escape. It was a breakdown of the fight. Yeah, we don't really like it. We just have to show something. You know, you can try this, but